Money hides in problems. Money hides in problems. Number 2 is money hides in people. Then number 3 is money hides in products and services. El Nightingale will say that your results in life is directly proportional to your ability of solving problems. How many problems you are able to solve, the kind of problems you're able to solve will determine the kind of income, will determine the kind of life you live. Now let's take it for let's look at an example where, for me, how much I pay my lawyer a certain amount of money is different from how much I pay someone that comes around to cut grasses for me. These are same people, but they are solving different problems for me. My lawyer is solving a problem that is perceived to be higher in the society than what the individual that always comes to cut my grasses for me. These are two different people, and they are earning two different amounts of money. Why? Because of the problems that they are solving is different. Now, a CEO or a business owner who has built a system to enable that business function properly will earn more than someone who does not have a system in ground, maybe a sole entrepreneur that is just in a shop just doing a day-to-day selling. There is no financial system, there is no way to track what they are doing in a year, there is no software to help them. So you can see that these people are solving, they might be solving the same problem, but their result is different. What they are actually doing is different. So you can actually see that the rewards you get in life, that's why you see a doctor being paid more than another person that studied another course. Why? They are solving different problems. So your ability to identify a particular problem that can be able to serve large amounts of people will determine how much you'll be able to achieve. Now, my major aim is to help you understand the 7 laws of problem solving. So when you're able to see problems as opportunities, when you're able to identify wherever you go, you're able to identify problems and see opportunities in it and be able to create solutions and serve the public and serve your world, you'll be handsomely rewarded. That's why I said initially that money hides in problems. Money hides in problems. Also, money hides in people. People are holding your money, but the problem is that you've not identified the problem they have. Once you're able to identify the problem the next person has, you'll be able to create a solution to solve that problem, to get your money from the person. Do you understand? So that's the aim. So I'm teaching on the 7 laws of problem solving, and number 1 law, the first law is the law of substitution. Write it down. The law of what? Substitution. Now, just imagine that you go into a mall, maybe a spa, or you go into a supermarket, or you go into a store, a shop to get a particular product. Then when you are now walking down the aisle of the product, you looked by your side and you discover a very shiny product, and you know about this product, you've been seeing it, they've been advertising it, and when you looked at it, it was so attractive. Then you now gradually walked down to the place and you now picked the product. When you picked the product and you brought it out and look at the price, what came into your mind was wow. Now, why did you say that wow? Now, because the product was on a high side. Maybe for you it was expensive. Now, what will come into your mind? You ask yourself, what substitute, what other products do we have in this store that can give me the same results but with a lower price and that has quality? So now you are automatically looking for a substitute for that product. Now let's take an example. You go into a store to get a fizzy drink. Let's say you went there, you saw Coca-Cola, and the price on Coca-Cola was a bit higher. Then what will come into your mind, and you can't afford it at that time, you will look for a substitute. Now that substitute is what? Maybe you now see a Pepsi, or you see a La Casera, any of them. So that is, someone was thinking substitution when they produced Pepsi. You know, Coca-Cola was always on ground, like it's all over the world. Now another brand came up and say, how can our customers have alternative, like a substitute to Coca-Cola? Then they brought out Pepsi, then they brought out Biggie, then they brought out La Casera, then they brought out different fizzy drinks. Now you see them. These are substitutes. Someone was thinking substitution. What can I substitute? So the major aim of this class is to help every one of you to reprogram your mind, that wherever you go now, when you sit down in your kitchen, you look around, you can actually see a particular product. This product you're looking, there is always a substitute for it. Everything you're looking at, there is always a substitute. That's why you have different companies producing the same thing. So I want every one of you to understand, to have this mindset of substitution, so you can be able to ask yourself questions that, now what can I substitute? What's the alternative for this? What's the alternative for this product? So I'm going to always help you understand that you can have alternatives. Now you should understand this, that people are always looking for substitute when it comes to products and services. That's number one. People are always looking for alternatives. So in order for you to understand how these things work, you need to start thinking substitutions. You go into a particular store and you say, what can I produce? Because the major aim of the 7 laws of problem solving is to program you to be a creator, is to program you to be a producer, is to program you to see opportunities in everything and take the opportunities and solve problems for people. That's the goal of the 7 laws of problem solving, whereby you are not coming as a consumer, you are coming as a producer of value. You are creating value. You can see it in different industries. So number one thing I want you to understand is that you must know that people are always looking for substitutes. They're always looking for alternative, because number one, the price might be high. Number two, the quality, you understand, of that product that they like is no longer there. Number three, people love variety. They love to try other things. So when they are actually looking for alternative, will they see your products maybe online? Now I'm going to be giving you some of the examples of substitutions that are happening around you. It's just a few, but I'm going to give you a few of examples that companies all over the world are applying this. So you, no matter where you are, you can actually create something. You don't have to be the one to produce it. You just have to reinvent the wheel. Everything you're seeing, it's reinvention. You can, now let's take for an example. We had taxis, normal taxis, going to pick people and around, and somebody just came and said, okay, how can I make it easier for these people? Same taxi, he built a conglomerate company that connected all taxis and built an app whereby you can order for a taxi wherever you are in your country or in your state, and the taxi will come pick you up and drop you wherever you want. That's ease. You understand? He made it easier. That's where you see Uber. You understand? It's an alternative, a substitute for what was happening before. You understand? And he just reinvented. He did not produce any car. He does not have any this thing. Do you understand? So there are lots, but in the next video I'm going to be explaining more for you.